Hey, it's Scott Kaye from the morning show that rocks. Remember putting on an album and listening from start to finish? I sure do. And we can relive that moment with a live concert experience unlike any other as we are bringing in the Black Jacket Symphony, recreating select classic albums live in its entirety, note for note, sound for sound. We have Jay Willoughby. He is the founder of the Black Jacket Symphony. Tell our listeners how this works. For like the last 10 years now, you've been putting together the best musicians and singers to match each album you guys perform. Kind of tell us how you got the inspiration for this.
Well, the inspiration came 10 years ago when the Beatles album Abbey Road turned 40, which now it has turned 50, obviously. And just noticed that it was still being discussed and talked about and poured through just like any Mozart piece. So it just occurred to me that why isn't somebody playing these pieces beginning to end like they were meant to be heard? You have tribute bands out there, that people that dress up like a band or something and act like them. That's not what we do. We create an album, and that period of albums that came out from the mid '60s through the 90s, really, that is a gone thing now. But this is the classical music of our generation.
Yeah, I've noticed there's been quite a few bands, even, with like one or two guys left, and they're out on tour doing their entire album in its entirety. I know Eagles are currently doing that, but
yeah, they're copying us.
Yeah, exactly. That's what and I didn't want to bring up the terminology of even tribute band, because that's not what you guys are about at all. I've seen
it. It's really not. It's like if you went to see a symphony playing Mozart, they don't wear powdered wigs and speak in an Austrian accent or something.
Yeah, that's right.
They play the piece, and that's what we do. We come out, we wear black jackets. That's where the Black Jacket Symphony comes from. And when we play the album just like you heard it, note for note, just like the album was recorded. It's a different band every time because, the guy playing a Jimmy Page guitar part is not necessarily the guy to play a David Gilmour guitar part. You got to find the right players for the right album.
Now, we are focusing on Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon at the Rococo Theater, March 10th. And the one question I had for you is, for this particular band that's coming to Lincoln, did you find the woman that can wail like the woman on Great Gig in the Sky? You have found her.
Oh, we did. Yes, we did. And it's a show-stopping moment. You got it.
For a guy that misses seeing some of his favorite classic bands out on the boards, you are providing us rock lovers with really a great night out, something we're not able to experience anymore. What can we experience March 10th at the Rococo Theater?
Well, like I said, it's note for note, even more than, like you said, the bands that are out there doing it. Well, we do it closer than they do because we are really trying to replicate that album as close as sonically, that you can. Also, you're going to have a light show and video that is just like you'd see in a major rock concert. So it's a feast for the eyes as well as the ears.
Right, and once you guys get done with, at the end of Dark Side of the Moon, the album, then you're going to launch into a whole bunch of our Pink Floyd favorites.
Right. We take a short break, and we always do it for every show. We do the album in its entirety, take a short 15-minute break, and come back with the greatest hits of whatever artist we are performing. In this case, it is Pink Floyd, and they got some cool greatest hits, as you could imagine.
Oh, yeah, we play them all. Now, we are focusing on Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd this time around. But, Jay, tell us what some of the other artists and some of the other albums that the Black Jacket Symphony performs throughout the country.
We've done several Beatle albums, Abbey Road, the White Album. We've done Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band with a full orchestra. We've done Led Zeppelin, several of their albums, 2, 4, and House of the Holy.
Wow.
Pink Floyd, again, that's always our calling card, because it's just the perfect album to come into a market to show what it is we do, because this is an album that, if you think about it, it doesn't even stop until you had to turn the album over.
Yeah.
In between two songs. So it is a song cycle through the whole thing.
Yeah,
we've done Nirvana, we've done Pearl Jam.
Wow.
We're just doing the classic, the things that left a mark. Hotel California, Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, things that made a mark in music history.
And I would really look forward to maybe sometime in the future seeing, I've noticed you guys done A Night at the Opera from Queen.
Yes,
I
we
just-
have, and it's a phenomenal one as well.
Well, March 10th at the beautiful Rococo Theater downtown. Tickets are still available. Just hit the concert page at ktgl.com. You can click to buy your tickets. You can also click to win a free pair to join us for that evening. We got some special seats for some special listeners. And from one big Pink Floyd fan, I'm just looking forward to, and I like to call it on the radio, here's another Floyd fix. This would be the ultimate Floyd fix for anybody in the area, not just here in Lincoln, to come to Lincoln March 10th and check out the Black Jacket Symphony live in concert. Jay Willoughby, thank you so much for hanging out with us for a bit here. I'm really
Thank
looking
you,
forward
Scott.
to this.
Yeah, me too, man.
All right, well, we'll see you on March 10th, Rococo Theater, and getting ready to rock out with some Floyd, and we wish you much luck on all the other tours that you guys are performing throughout the country, all right?
Well, thank you so much. Can't wait to come to Nebraska.